Hey, welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Shareece. I help Black men and women heal from trauma and toxic relationships. I'm continuing my series from Amazing Mother to Amazing Father. And we're going to talk about 5 signs that you have an amazing father. The first sign on my list is he is physically present. Now, I do not think that you have to have a father living in the home for him to be amazing. I think there are lots of fathers that maybe start separate families or remain bachelors for their whole life who have learned to be active fathers in their kids' life. So this is the presence. I want a physical presence there. And even if he's a million miles away, is he able to show up for the big events? Was he there to celebrate you at graduation? Or was he there at your play? Like, we need the physical presence to be there for your learning. That could also involve learning to drive, right? My son's father, I'm not sure he's on this, right? My son's father is showing up to teach him how to drive. He also demonstrates like how to be a man, those kind of lessons that aren't necessarily big eventful lessons, but the presence of being active, celebrating birthdays, doing some of the day-to-day involvement, whether it's sports related or homework related, the physical presence is there and it's felt. Like, this is a person that you can depend on to show up for you physically. A related but second one is also being emotionally present. So there are a lot of people, when they text their parent or call their parent, they sort of get lots of complaints about their own lives or no real emotional response. That is not a sign of an amazing father. What you're looking for is support verbally, emotionally. Like, you get a sense that they understand their own emotions, and so then they can teach you how to process your own emotions or respond to life's challenges in a more healthy way. With amazing fathers that are present in the home or present in the lives of their child, when they're also emotionally present, kids feel like they can rely on them to support them when they're going through something difficult. So you can expect a child to feel comfortable with a father who is emotionally present to come to them with, I'm failing a class, or I'm having this life difficulty, or my friends are bullying me or teasing me. Like, how do you think I should go about that? Fathers who are amazing can give really good life advice and also frame it from an emotional perspective so that you can learn to regulate your own emotions and calm down and logically deal with whatever difficulty you're having. Number 3, an amazing father loves and respects the mother of his child. I do think the two things are related. I'm not sure you can be an amazing father. I haven't seen it, not in my practice, not in real world. I don't think you can be an amazing father and mistreat the mother of your child. You do not have to be in a relationship with her to be an amazing father. I'm not sure you even have to get along with her. Like, she can be negative or mean. Your job as a father is to respect the mother. And I think we've seen this demonstrated a lot in terms of women who are raising kids who the father is inactive, but they don't dog the father. They're not trying to get the kids on her side. She is just allowing the kids to experience what is. And so if you're the father, right, chances are the kids are living with the mother. If she is dogging you out, your job is not then to also dog her out. So amazing fathers understand the boundaries between the mother and him if they're co-parenting, or if they're married and living together, they understand, hey, we have to be a combined front for our kids. We have to be in agreement. Our foundation has to be solid so that we can provide the best environment for our kids. Because I'm a psychologist, I learned all about early childhood attachments. Psychodynamic is one of my favorites if you know what that means. But Freud, who you may have heard of because he's one of the most popular psychoanalysts, he conceptualizes a lot of what the home dynamic was for kids growing up with a mother and a father. I definitely think more in terms of energy, masculine and feminine energy, and you don't have to have people of the opposite sex living in a home. It's important to have access to that, because if you only have access to one, you are not getting a balanced view of what life is. So when amazing fathers are demonstrating what masculine energy looks like, or even if they're in their feminine in a healthy way, right? We know that there are some masculine energy men. But if the balance between the man and the woman, or the man and the man are healthy, then you can expect that the children are going to understand life a little bit better about how it works interacting with different types of people. Part of what Freud talks about is developing a sense of self based on your interactions with your first caregivers. And so an amazing father is really going to provide that foundation of security and trust so that you can build that inner trust inside of yourself. Number 4, an amazing father is loving but firm. So many people have been taught like really not good parenting strategies because of what their own parents did. Amazing fathers, even if they had that background, understand that I have to do things differently. I saw a clip of a guy, if I can find it, I'll insert it, who started crying, talking about how he learned, right? I don't know if he did this in therapy, but he learned that it is so important to not scream at his kids in the morning. It's so important not to lay his hands on his kids because it trains their nervous system to expect good things. If you shout at your kids in the morning before they go to school and expect them to have a good day, like how? So his tearfulness, I think it's really an emotional connection, understanding it's really sad I didn't get that when I was growing up, but doggone it, I can give this to my kid. That is an amazing father that understands if you make a mistake, I don't have to take it personal. It's my job to teach you. It's my job to discipline you, but that does not involve abuse or mistreatment of any kind. You can be loving, but you have to set boundaries for kids. And amazing fathers do this in a way that their children, once to become adults, want to be involved in their life. Like my dad got me. Like I can call my dad. If I need something, I'm going to call my dad. Even if the father doesn't like financially support the kids, if he's somebody that can be trusted, somebody that can be depended on, he is going to be a go-to person that's called. Amazing fathers get called on. Not amazing fathers when your kids reach adulthood. If they are not in your life, he wasn't an amazing father. I'm just saying. And then the last one, number 5, amazing fathers really have learned how to balance their masculine and feminine energy, right? We often talk about men being masculine, but in reality, when I say that, I mean dominant masculine energy. Because I have masculine and feminine energy, so do you. Men also have masculine and feminine energy, but they're typically dominant in their masculine. So one of the things that this world has taught men is that they could have whatever they want, they could do whatever they want, okay? That goes into the toxic masculinity, that women are there to be used and should be ordered around, and they can get whatever they want from women because they're like the lesser creature. That is an unhealthy way of viewing masculine and feminine energy, because feminine energy is just as important as masculine energy. Although it doesn't execute, it doesn't get as much done, but it helps when you've done the planning, balance everything else out, right? When men resist or unlearn the patriarchal, toxic masculinity stuff, when they come to a child, whether it's a girl child or a boy child or something in between, that they are coming with like a reverence for both energies. It's not, I want you, and I know you all have seen like those really sad gender reveals when it's revealed that it's a girl. Okay. The amazing father who has balanced his masculine and feminine energy is not sad and crying because he got a girl, right? He understands that children are important, they're beautiful miracles, and I can be an active parent in my kid's life no matter what gender they are. He's also going to be the kind of father who makes uplifting comments about women, positive comments about gender differences, because he sees value in the differences among humanity. And I don't think this kind of father is rare. I just think he's not broadcast all over social media or the shade room. He is just loving on his family and, you know, raising his kids to be upstanding citizens so that they can go forth and be adults who are independent, fully functioning, and contributing something to everybody else. Let me know if there's anything that you would add to the list of an amazing father, and stay tuned for my list of signs you have a toxic father. Give this video a like, share with someone you think would enjoy it, and thank you for watching.